Happy New Year. This is a great time of the year. It's hard to say that without having a smile on your face. Happy New Year. Did you know that New Year's celebration is one of the oldest known holidays? In fact, it was originally, the first New Year's was in Babylon over 4,000 years ago. And in fact, the Babylonians would celebrate New Year's for 11 days. So regardless of what you did on New Year's Eve, I'm sure it would pale in comparison. But the Babylonians, their New Year's was celebrated at the first new moon at the vernal equinox in spring. So it would be sometime in March. And that went on for a couple thousand years. And then the Romans in 153 BC decided to change it to January 1st, which is where it currently is today. There's lots of foods that are considered to be very lucky if you eat them on New Year's Day. And for example, the Dutch believe that donuts will bring them prosperity. And most of you are familiar with black-eyed peas as being a good or a lucky food. Black-eyed peas were thought to bring wealth, good luck, and peace to the early Egyptians, and that tradition's continued on through today. In Spain, it's grapes. In the Philippines, it's round fruits. In Japan, it's noodles. And then rice pudding in Norway, just to name a few. Also, one of the traditions for New Year's is the parade. And in fact, we've had the parade, the Pasadena parade, the Tournament of Roses parade, has gone on for over 100 years. Also, it's customary to have New Year's resolutions, and we can credit the Babylonians with that too. In fact, the most popular resolution for the Babylonians was to return borrowed farm equipment. So I'll leave you to your own devices, but I'm sure you can come up with something better than that for 2012, and hopefully you'll include something in Rotary. Now, this is January, which is Rotary Awareness Month. And an awareness is basically to understand knowledge, cognizance, and your Rotary International organization has done a strategic plan, and they've encouraged us in that strategic plan to become aware of Rotary. And through this awareness of Rotary, hopefully we can take that knowledge and distribute it throughout the community. Did you know that there are over 1.25 million members of 34,000 Rotary clubs in over 200 countries? And that since 1947, your Rotary Foundation has spent over $550 million providing college scholarships to students, to over 40,000 students. And that Rotarians have contributed over $1 billion to eradicate polio, to help those children from the scourge of that disease. Over 7,000 high school students will study abroad through the youth exchange program, that over 70,000 young professionals have been able to travel overseas through the GSE program, and also that over $500 million has been spent on matching grants for your communities and through communities throughout the world. So there's a lot of good stuff that we need to be telling about Rotary, and I'm encouraging all of you to make sure that you're thinking about Rotary Awareness this month and share it with your sphere of influence. There's a couple dates that I want you to remember. This Friday, January 6th, we're having our Rotary Foundation dinner down in Chattanooga at the Reed House. If you really need to come to that if you can get there, because we're going to have the Secretary General, John Huco of Rotary International, as our speaker. Please contact David Carroll for reservations. And also, January 28th, we're going to have our mid-year leadership training seminar. So that will be held at the Michael Dunn Center in Kingston. And you need to contact our district trainer, Cameron Fisher, to make sure that he has a head count for meals. And then if you're a president-elect, that means you're going to be president July 1st of next year, then you need to sign up for Pre-Pets. And Pre-Pets will be February 11th. It will be at the Tennessee Tech campus over in Cookeville, and you need to contact Janie Robbins. And so just remember this month, when you come into contact with people, friends, business acquaintances, to share your Rotary story. Thank you.